Okay, we are back with Learning with Mr. Neff. I can multiply two binomials using the distributive property / FOIL method. So I'm going to talk about what that is. And then binomials and trinomials we're going to multiply. And then we're going to look at it from a table to help us understand it a little better. So let's go over binomial. Here's examples of a binomial. It has two terms. A monomial with two terms, or really a polynomial with two terms, and so it's made up of two monomials separated by a plus or a minus sign. Trinomial just has three terms to it. All right. So first example, we're going to simplify, and we are going to multiply two binomials. So 2 times 2 is 4. We're going to have four terms. 2x times 4x is 8x squared. Then take that same 2x and multiply it by 3, and you get 6x. Now, I'm going to switch colors here. Now we have the 5. Multiply it by 4x. Multiply, whatever that means, by 4x. So 5 times 4 is 20x. And then we're going to multiply 5 times 3 and get 15. And we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. All right. Again, like terms have to have the same degree power, or we break order of operations when we do that. So 6x and 20x, that's 26x. Of course, I already have 8x squared plus the 26x plus 15. And there is the first answer. Now the next one, you're going to try to do that one. And as you look at that, you can pause it and then I'll give the answer. Okay, so you have x squared times x, and then x squared times 4. So x to the third power minus 4x squared. If it helps, add the opposite, or we call it chick boom, and that'll help clear that up. And then plus, let's switch colors here, maybe a blue would be better, 1x, or we'll just say x, and 1 times negative 4, we'll write as minus 4 plus negative 4. And now we have a third degree, a second degree, first degree x. Nothing is like, and x is 0 degree really, so nothing is like, and therefore that is simplified. That's as far as we can go. So give yourself a little applause if you got that correct. All right, next one, trinomial times a binomial. So you have 3 times 2, and that's 6. You have 6 terms. So 6x squared times 3x is 18x to the third. And now you have really a minus 7 times 6, 42x squared. And let's go to the next term. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. See some like terms there? And then minus 14x. Okay, and then thirdly, we'll just go with the black marker here maybe. 8 times 3 is 24x. And then minus 7 times 8, 56. All right, so let's go ahead and combine some like terms here. It looks like I have 2 like terms here. Now remember, that's really a negative 42. So negative 42 plus 6. That term is going to be negative 36x squared. So I have 18x to the third, and then really we just write as minus 36x squared. And then again, I have chick boom that. Negative 14 plus 24 now. These are the like terms here. So that's going to be a positive 10x minus 56. Now I have it in the standard form of a polynomial in decreasing degrees, 3, 2, 1. Basically, I don't need to write that one. And that's it. That's simplified. All right. I believe I just did the exact same one as before, I think. So I'm not going to have a now you try for that. That's okay. I think you get the idea. And then lastly, I'm going to simplify using a table. Now picture, what I want you to do is I'm going to picture a pool here. It works out good actually because this is kind of like a pool color background. And picture a pool, and really there's going to be 4 sections, all right, divided up. Okay, this over here is 2x plus the 4. All right, and this other section is x plus the 3. And so we want to find the area of each of these. Maybe it's a deep end and a shallow end, a kiddie pool and a diving area, you know, whatever it is. In this, we're going to find the area of each section. So 2x times x is 2x squared. And then you have over here 2x times 3, you'll get 6x. Over here on the bottom now, you have the 4 times the x, and that's 4x. And then 4 times the 3 will get you the 12. So there you see what we come up with here. Let's change colors here. 2x squared plus, we'll combine your like terms, 6x and 4x, and that's 10x plus 12. Now that's the same exact method of what we did here with the distributive, with the distributive property here when we were drawing. I need my marker. So there's the first multiplication, there's the second, there's the third, and there's the fourth. And we can see that we can get that 3, that's a 3, and 4. Oops, my 3's are kind of ugly. We can get that way then, and yeah, we're good to go. Also then, the other thing I want to say is as we look at this, there's one more thing, and I'll use this last one. You can practice and pause, and then I'm going to give an example of that. So you can pause, and then I'm going to talk about what FOIL is. So, all right. You pause. Well, first you did the table. If you did a table, is that the same one? I must not have planned ahead. Great on that. That's okay. I'm going to show you the FOIL method again, what that means, all right? So let's see if we can't. All right, let's change something on it maybe, right? Where's my keyboard? I need a keyboard here. How about 3? Nope, that's not, that's E. Okay. How about 3x? We'll just do that. Change it up here. Now let me show you here where to go. Okay, this is unplanned improv here. And I did it again. Delete. Okay, there we go. There's this thing called FOIL, and what we're going to do is it stands for 4 things. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. And this only works with 2 binomials. And actually, it's the distributive property. It's the same thing we've been doing, but when you hear the word FOIL, all they mean is to take the first terms and multiply them. There's your what you have, 6x squared. Then take your outer terms. 2x and 3 are your outer terms, and that's 6x. Then it says to take your inner terms, and that's going to be 12x. And lastly, it's going to take your last term, 4 times 3, and that is 12. Then you go ahead and combine like terms right here. 6x squared plus 18x plus 12. And so that's really the distributive property, but they give this fancy word FOIL for just the binomials. So when you're multiplying 2 binomials, people will say FOIL it. And I tell you that just in case you actually didn't hear it from me, then you wouldn't be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So now you know what FOIL is. So you won't be foiled again. You knew I couldn't end without a pun. That ends all the fun with learning with Mr. Neff today. Tune in next time. Thank you.